Did you know the fastest way to build wealth and to reach financial freedom is to actually have a wealth building plan in place? And maybe you hear that and you're thinking, well, how does just a wealth building plan help me to reach financial freedom before retirement age and build generational wealth? And really it comes down to execution. Why haven't you already started working towards financial freedom or setting yourself up to build generational wealth? And it comes down to not having the right plan in place. A lot of excuses people give for not investing is, well, I don't make enough money or I don't have enough money right now. So, by next year, hopefully I have my finances a little bit under control and I can start investing. And to me that's like completely insane. If you had a plan in place to where your money could go to, you would be able to start investing sooner than a year. You wouldn't wait a year to then try to start figuring out what you should be investing. And having the plan actually is more beneficial to reaching that goal. So if I have a plan in place and I'm only making a certain amount of money, well, already my dollars, even though they're not huge amounts of money, my dollars are starting to go towards my plan. Now, next year comes around, I get a big raise. Well, I already know what to do with that money. That money can already be put into my wealth building plan, which, if you have a good wealth building plan, it should be able to tell you exactly what the numbers look like. To build your dream life and to reach financial freedom, what sort of income has to be produced by your productive assets. And then the more money that you're able to put into your wealth building plan, the quicker you are able to hit that financial freedom marker. And once you hit that financial freedom marker, your lifestyle, your current lifestyle, will be paid for through your productive assets, through the investments that you've made. And imagine how powerful your freedom situation will be once that exists for you. What can you do with your time at that point? And then, if you really want to build generational wealth to the point that you can leave a family legacy, well, now you can focus on putting that extra money into your plan. Or maybe that's not truly your goal. Maybe a large amount of wealth isn't your goal, but you just want to be comfortable. You want to be able to travel. You want to be able to take care of your family. You want to be able to relax and travel and go to different places around the world. I mean, that doesn't have to be a luxury lifestyle, but you're never going to reach that until you actually start putting your money into a plan to make that happen. And so the next reason why a lot of people don't pull the trigger, they don't move forward with their investments, it comes down to, well, I don't know enough yet about investments. Like when it actually comes down to selecting your fund or trying to call or talk to a financial advisor to get your investments rolling. Well, that becomes the next limiting point. Now I have the money, but I'm not quite ready to take the next step to actually invest it. And it's like, why not? You're just wasting time. And time can be your biggest ally or your worst enemy. Because the longer you wait, the harder it will be for your money to compound into the numbers that you need. Starting your investments at 20 years old, you would have been way better off than starting in your 40s, right? So, when is the best time to start your investments? Now, today. If you would have started working on your wealth building plan at the beginning of this pandemic, when I first started coming out with content, if you would have contacted me and you would have started moving forward in your wealth building plan, you would have doubled your money right now. Let that sink in. Whatever amount of money that you would have put into your wealth building plan right now, you would have doubled it. And that's huge because over the next couple years, there will be many opportunities that will come to light. And if you don't have a wealth building plan in place, you're not going to be able to take advantage of it because you're not going to be ready. Once you have the plan in place, it's just a matter of putting your money where you want your money to go. And the thing is, you're never going to build up enough money to just start investing unless you start investing. Because when you start investing, that money starts to grow. When you start investing, you can earn more income from your investments that can be put back into your investments. So over the course of a year, you could save up your money, and then next year sometime I'll look into investing. Or you can start investing and all of that money can start compounding and working for you this year, now. And again, when you start thinking of investing, it's not just about how much money can I get between this year and next year. It's how much money can you grow over the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, to the point that you reach your retirement age and have your entire life paid for. And putting that money aside so that it can work for you. So why does having a wealth building plan matter? Because without the wealth building plan, you don't have the motivation to actually put your money into the investments that they need to go. You don't have the visual guide so that you can see where your money's actually going. Have you ever run the numbers on your current financial situation? Because if you have not, amongst the clients that I already have, there's a common factor that keeps coming up. I have the money to do it, but I've been wasting my income. When I evaluate how much food you eat a month, there are people who by themselves are able to eat more than $1,000 a month in eating out. $1,000 a month. And it's like, if you just adjusted a couple items, or you made a couple adjustments, you could already start putting money into your wealth building plan. $100 a month, $200 a month, $300 a month, $500, $1,000. Eventually the numbers get bigger. And remember, the more that you put into your wealth building plan and into productive assets, those assets produce an income that will increase the amount of money you contribute to your wealth building plan every month. That all takes time to build. And time, again, is your best friend or your biggest enemy. Are you taking advantage and taking action? Are you actually executing on what you know needs to be done? Because there's no way around it. You cannot build wealth unless you invest your money. You have to take a portion of your money out of your budget and put it to investing. Specifically investing, right? Either in the stock market, in real estate, in businesses. Investing in assets that produce an income. So if you are finally ready to take the next step and to build a wealth building plan that's custom to you and actually get the education you need to execute the plan, so that it's not just, okay, now I have a plan, but I don't know what to do next. What about actually executing the plan? What about actually opening the account? Actually setting up the auto transfers? Actually speaking to a financial advisor? Actually getting your retirement savings under control? Actually looking at your numbers and finally deciding, you know what? This is it. This is the year that everything changed for me because I finally took the steps to make my dreams come true, to build the dream life I've always wanted, and to actually use my money, use my hard-earned income to reach financial freedom before retirement age so that I don't have to work for the rest of my life, and build generational wealth so that my kids are taken care of, and their kids, and I can leave a family legacy. So if you're finally ready to take those steps, then I invite you to book a free strategy session with me. A free phone call where we can go over your current situation. What does it look like? Do you need help even evaluating your situation and what your numbers are? And then let's figure out what your ideal lifestyle will cost you. Let's run numbers. Let's have a real goal to work towards, because your wealth building plan is like a financial GPS. It needs to know currently where you're at. It needs to know where you want to go to. And then it's going to tell you, with your current plan, how long is it going to take for you to get there? And that's the important thing. With the Maximize Your Wealth Financial Coaching Program, you get all of that. You get a complete evaluation of your current finances. You get a roadmap to where you want to go, and we will calculate out what your ideal lifestyle will cost you in real numbers. And then, using your current financial situation, figure out how long it will take you to get there. But that's not all the program does. You see, when you're working with me, we're going to deep dive into your finances and maximize the amount of money that you get to put into your wealth building plan. What areas can you save money, either on your taxes or on other investment strategies? What are areas that you can cut costs? Can you house hack? Can you lower the amount of money you're spending on food? What are ways that we can lower the amount of time it takes you to reach financial freedom? Because once you reach financial freedom, that's it. You're free. You're free to choose the life that you want. And in order to get there, it's not just about the plan. It's about the execution of the plan. So if you would like to overcome not having enough to get started, or overcome the limiting beliefs that you have to really understand investing in order to do it, those things come in time. First, you got to take action. First, you got to put your money where your mouth is. And then you can continue your education and grow so that you're not just getting an average rate of return. You can get better than market average returns. And you can use other investment strategies that your financial advisor is not going to tell you about, like with real estate or with businesses. So again, I urge you to book a free strategy call with me. We're going to go over everything I just discussed with you and create a custom plan for you. And again, if you're not going to do it this year, when are you going to do it? Next year, the year after? You're going to wait until your 30s? Wait until you're 35? Wait until you're 40? That's the difference between head knowledge and actual execution and doing, because that's the only thing that is going to help you achieve that goal. So I look forward to talking with you. I hope you guys take advantage of this time. If you have the extra free time, even take advantage. Go through my content. Learn more about your finances, because you work way too hard for your money to not have anything to show for it. I can guarantee that. So let's change that. Book a free strategy call with me. The link is in this video, wealthbuildingwebinar.com.